Hey everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Get my wallet out my pocket. Hey Mr. Steve. Doing good. Hope you are, buddy. Kind of warm today. No rain yet today so far. Hope you're doing good. Been nice there. Good deal. Yeah, it's been nice here too. 82 degrees today. Let me look and see what it is in my shop right now. That's just about 82 degrees in my shop right here right now. Yeah, we needed the rain though, because everything was so dry and the hay wasn't growing much. Hey, Gerraldfarms. You can't join tonight? Well, I appreciate you dropping by for a second, buddy. DLK, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, we needed the rain. Now it's just hindering us a little bit on getting it cut. That's some kind of Apple computer that I've had out here for a few weeks that I've been toying with, trying to figure out how to do some editing and stuff on it. I'm at a snag with it because I can't get it to update to the newer iOS software or something like that, but we'll get it figured out. I was messing with it for a second while ago. You been doing all right, DLK? You getting any hay made up your way yet? Y'all guys come in, if you would, shoot us a thumbs up if you don't mind. We got the hay bale. I'm sure y'all seen it in the videos this week that we cut last Friday and Saturday. Got it baled up and was planning to cut another 60 acres or so, but we've gotten rain about every other day. Same way it was here, DLK. We was bone dry. Then when we started getting rain, it's hard to get a window to try to make hay in. We was able to get some made though. We're about probably a little over halfway through with first cutting. About 60 acres now will be finished with first cutting this year. But I don't know when we're gonna get to cut it. Cause like every other day it's raining. Three to four, Mr. Steve. Grass quit flowering there 3 weeks ago. Yeah, we just about always get 3 cuttings. Like I said, 4 ain't unusual here. Last year we was baling hay Thanksgiving week. Our last field, finishing up last year was Thanksgiving week. That was a little later than normal. Yeah, we need to get it cut bad so the second one could be growing. But I don't want to just cut it and knowing it's going to get rained on, but it's a catch-22, I reckon. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and if we do, or if we don't. I think I'm going to go look at a John Deere tractor tomorrow. We found one that's pretty close by, local. It's an older John Deere. It's a 4520. I think we're going to go look at it. I'm pretty sure it's an open cab, just with a canopy. I think it's like 120 horse, I believe. Your buddy Cuddy's 30 miles west. And you bet he's got rained on already. A 4520 John Deere. Hey Benny's, I can't read your last name there, buddy, from Germany. I appreciate you coming in. Hey Monty, appreciate all y'all guys coming in. If you would, shoot us a thumbs up. Yeah, I believe it's like 120 horse. I'm going to try to go look at it tomorrow. Yeah, 4250, that's it. No, 4520, I believe. I might have it wrote down wrong, DLK. I got 4520 on my little cheat sheet right there. Yeah, I might have them numbers crossed up. And I can't get on my phone to look at where me and him was talking because the phone was doing the live stream. But I'm pretty sure it was a 4520. How you doing, Rick? Appreciate you dropping by, buddy. Go with a 1086. Yeah, the John Deere just fell on top of me. It actually found me today. It's green, so it's not a good start. Hey, JY. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I went and like I said, it just fell in my lap today. Pewview Farms. How you doing, Ted? So far on that John Deere, everything sounds good. But I haven't put my eyes and hands on it yet, so. What's the difference? Sunday fun day. That's right, Ted. Yeah, we are getting more rain now. We had a lot. Well, I've got 60 more acres that I needed to get cut this past week. But we went, after we baled Monday on the video that I showed y'all on, I believe Tuesday, the video was, we haven't been able to bale any since. We just did get that hay baled before the rain come in. and it rains about every other day. Might rain there tomorrow. Germany Wednesday, 38 grand. Oh, mercy. I just put a video up on it, DLK, and don't even remember. It's a 4 basket that we just picked up. I want to say Mora, Morra, I think's what it is. It sure made the tedding process a lot faster than our 2 basket that we had been using. PZA Bomb 360. I really like the rake that we picked up this year too, that's on the trailer type or pull type versus our 3-point hitch. It's so much easier to hook and unhook doing it by myself. That made it a lot easier and faster. That hay was pretty light though. I mean, it wasn't a good cutting because of it being so dry. But with the rain that we've been getting now and the nitrogen put out on it, it should make for a real nice second cutting. The new field that we picked up a couple weeks ago that I showed y'all, I had the other guy to spray it for me. It's looking a lot better, but it's not killing the weeds quite as good as I thought it should. So we'll probably cut it just as soon as we can for cow feed, and then we'll spray that field again. Weather permit, you're gonna try to get the equipment ready and knock down some next weekend. We're gonna try to work on that 60 acres this week if we get a 2.5 day window there that we think we can got a decent shot at it. We're gonna go for it. But as of right after lunchtime today, the forecast is not looking good for it. Yeah, there's nice hay in that field, that new field we picked up. It's just been neglected and not taken care of in a couple years, and the weeds is established. And we're also toying with the ideal of possibly moving some cows on a different farm just so we can make more videos with the cows in it, because where our cows is at now in most of the pastures I don't record because of the people's houses that's around. But now that we got more land and pasture land, we might try to move some of them around. Yeah, that's a possibility, Mr. Steve. Just a lot of people call them Angus. I just call them beef cows. We don't buy no registered cows, no full-blooded cows. We just have black beef cows. Trying to take a cut of hay and plant oats for green feed. We don't butcher any of our own, really, Ted. Eatable cows, that's right. Edible cows. We don't butcher any, really. I got a buddy that butchers some, and I'll get some beef from him, or he'll get a calf from me and raise it out. With my wife being on the farm as much as she used to be, she's not on the farm quite as much now, but before she was on the farm a lot, and they would try to name every calf, and that, then we couldn't eat Fluffy or Molly. I'm sure y'all run into that with y'all's wife and kids also. So we'll trade out meat. But we generally try to raise a few pigs a year and get them processed. With the past few years, with us trying to do more and more cows and having to do more and more hay, it's harder to have time to do the pigs and chickens like we used to, though. Yeah, we used to a good bit. Hey, Basil. Hey, there's the puppy that we kept off of our red and blue heeler. You had the same problem when you raised beef. And yeah, we do roast the pig sometime, or barbecue them. In this area they call it barbecuing a hog. They have hog cookers that's on little trailers, and put him on and get a group of guys and hang out and let him cook for hours. Don't phase you enjoy the savings too much. Yeah. Not only the savings, you know where your meat's coming from, you know what it's being fed. Girlfriend would put them all in the freezer. So it has gotten easier though, with the wife not being on the farm as much. Wife and kids named the pigs pork chop and bacon. That's right, Ted. That's what we normally do, one a year or so. It's a group of guys that hang out about all night, drink some cold beer, and have a good time. Grab me a drink, guys. might be pigs next year. Did I miss anything? Hey to Real Brooklyn. Appreciate you stopping by. Mark's Motorsports. Appreciate all y'all guys coming by and chatting with us for a few minutes. Finally got a decent week. Yeah, I like his tractor pulling videos that he puts up too. Have any of y'all had any dealings with the John Deere 4520? I think it's like a 86 or 88 model is when they was made. Any of y'all ever used those? Got me some blueberries off the blueberry bush. I would really like to get that 60 acres finished this week because we're going to be out of town the following week. No green paint around here. I've never had no green paint. $84.20. I'm trying to think of the $84.20. I be looking at so many different tractors and talking to so many people, it's hard to keep up with them. Y'all had a 4620 was 1,000 RPM only. I talked to Clint earlier about it. I'm pretty sure the 4520's got both. If not, I'm probably not going to be interested in it, because if it's only 1,000, the only thing I'd be able to use it on is my baler. A 64 scale to pull about anything. No, I ain't heard that nobody at Jim Carrey passed away. I appreciate you coming in, though. Yeah, our baler, our round baler, a run 540 or 1,000 RPM. Just turn the gearbox over, or rotate the gearbox, I think what they call it. Pretty easy to do. When we got it from my buddy, he was pulling it 1,000 RPM and we had to turn the gearbox over to 540 for us to use it. I reckon we still could use it, just leave the baler on it all year and only bale with it. I reckon that would be an option also, though. I just like for every tool to be multi-purpose. You know, I hate to have something that was only good for one thing. That way, if something else goes down, you could just swap it and put another one right in the place of it. I haven't even thought of that, Ted. That tractor would pull that big disc bind that I was looking at to fix. I really don't know if it's an advantage to run it at 1,000. You know, because I don't have nothing that turns at 1,000 RPM. Hey, Buff Ranch, appreciate you coming in. That's right, y'all hit the thumbs up for us. Yeah, all of our tractors is only 540. Hey, traveling Hoosier. Appreciate you dropping by. Popped up with a Volkswagen diesel today. And filled up the diesel with gas. Maybe she didn't run it too much. Yep. We plan on going, not this coming week, but the following week we should be there. What time is that meetup? And that's at the, what's the name of that park there in Pigeon Forge? I can't think of the name of the park off my head. And what time is that meetup, that Friday night or Friday afternoon? Oh, it's at the island. 7:30 at the island. All right, let me write that down. Is that the same place that Yankee in the South and them guys meet up at also? Good deal. I'm gonna do my best to be there. So tractor data is only showing 1,000 RPM, 133. Thank you, Mr. David. Yeah, them guys do a meetup up there, Ted, and we go every year anyway. That's where my wife and kids love to go, and I enjoy it too. That's right, Mr. Steve. You need to come on, buddy. Hey, Junkyard. Too far for you to travel, Buff? You'd like to see one in Minnesota? I still want to do one somewhere for, for the farming guys. I still want to do it. And one of these days I'm gonna do it. $13 and 40 minutes to my place. It's gonna have to be, if I'm gonna be putting it on or trying to, I'm gonna try to keep it close to me a little bit, so I can have somewhere to host y'all guys at. I think John Stevens is hosting one this fall. Yes, sir, you can come, Junkyard. It'll be for all the tubers. September the 10th, Farm Day. And where is that located at? I don't even remember where John's place is at. Is he charging? Hey, Rocky Run. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Hey, Clint. Case of beer at the gate. Hey, Gerraldfarms. Appreciate all y'all guys dropping in tonight and chatting with us. If y'all would shoot us a thumbs up. I've got to talk with you too, Junkyard, about my son with his welding school. I got a few questions to ask you for him. Racer. I bet I would get a kick out of it. Probably fun as long as he keeps his clothes on. I enjoy going and meeting y'all guys, though. The few of y'all that I've got to go to y'all's farm and place and meet y'all, it's a lot of fun. So I really plan to do more of it. Y'all getting hammered with rain right now, Junkyard? We've gotten lucky today. We haven't had any rain yet here. Had a couple of storms to come through early this morning, about 4:30, and it knocked the lights out. And then there was a wreck that messed up a little substation, and our lights was out from about 5 this morning to 3:30 this afternoon. Expecting more rain tonight in Texas. Yeah, there's a chance of some storms tonight for us again. Slow rain there, and y'all need it. We needed the rain, though. We still need it. But we just need enough of a break in between so we can finish getting the hay done. Appreciate you coming in, Traveling Hoosier. Look forward to maybe meeting you next week. Yeah, and be safe with the tornado warnings. Yeah, I've been watching the North Texas hay with his wife and them boys making the hay. They're doing a good job too. Doing a fine job getting it done. Could y'all imagine if our wives just had to start making hay tomorrow? That'd be fun for us to video if we just let our wives try to make hay starting the next time we do it. Or it would for me, I know. My son could do it. Yeah, that is true. You can tell by watching her that she was hands-on when he was doing it. Something usually ends up broke. Yeah, my wife used, when she was on the farm a lot, she would help. She helped a lot, and my daughter did. My daughter would do most of the driving the truck when we was picking up square bales and stuff. I think you want to working with you every day. I told her this afternoon before I come on to live that I told everybody that she was going to be on here tonight, that everybody was going to get to meet her, that she had to come on, and she was getting mad at me. Eastern Ohio, a little far away. Yeah, they was making some pretty hay the other day too. I think I seen where somebody was telling me about their channel that one of y'all said that he actually built that rake that they're using. If so, that was a good job. Hey Scott, how you doing, buddy? Glad you made it in. Are y'all still getting rain y'all's way, Scott? Thank you, G4 Picks. Sure do appreciate that. Okay, y'all ain't getting no rain. We about every other day probably right now. Not a lot though. It's not a lot of rain, but it's enough to keep us on our toes with trying to cut hay. We still thinking and looking for a single bell wrapper also. If we run across one of those, then, or if I had one of them now, I could already be cut some of that hay and wrapped it, and would probably be finished with first cutting. Delayed cut because of quality drop in a hurry. She'll figure it out though. It didn't take, whenever you put them on the equipment, if they got a will in mind, they'll catch on it and be doing it better than us for long. Appreciate you coming in, Monty. Have a good week, buddy. A lot of saran wrap. Yeah, because if I had it right now, that wrapper, like I said, I could have been finished that last 60 acres. I think it will. I don't know for sure. But last year when we was baling, we had a couple fields that was so thick that we raked around the edge and made a windrow just so we could scatter the hay out thinner for it to dry. And I baled that hay real wet. I mean, it was like 2 hours after we cut it. We knew we needed it to scatter thinner in order for it to dry to beat the rain. So we raked up a windrow around the field and baled it, and it was heavy. It was hard for us to move it, but it baled it up. Finally able to get your yard mowed today. Man, I had my mouth set for some fried oysters tonight. We went out about an hour or two before the live stream, and I went to every store around to try to find me some oysters so I could fry them when I got off of the live tonight, and nowhere had them. So I reckon I won't have none tonight. Never tried fried oysters. Well, I can't have shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp. But I do like oysters. Just had Subway. Got plenty everywhere down there. I've eaten alligator tail, that was good. Shark I haven't never had. Crab kind of makes my mouth itch, like shrimp started out doing. And now shrimp will make me where I feel like I can't breathe. I'd rather have oysters than any other seafood. Yeah, I like them too. We used to have an oyster roast at least once a year also, like we would barbecue the hog. Sirloin on the grill for you. Yeah, you can't beat a good steak now. I'm a steak man too. I love my steaks. So what's everybody got planned for the week? It's a 10 wet croaker sack. Yep, that's right, junkyard. I like a little hot sauce if we roasting them like that. Work. Had steak tonight. Have y'all processed the... No, Ted, you haven't done it. I think that was Denny, Chris from Denny's Country Life that was supposed to process. Probably already had them processed by now. Work on the tractor air conditioning. Yeah, my air conditioner works good on my tractor now. Man, that canopy made a big difference. Get the hay equipment ready. You don't care much for seafood? Get the work bed on the 99 Silverado. Good deal. Gotta cut hay Tuesday and bale it Saturday or Sunday. I lowered it, Steve. right after I made the video, I lowered it down to where it's right above the fenders, the brackets are, and it works real good. That was a long time for that hay to dry too. I saw that, but didn't think to say nothing. From Tuesday to Saturday or Sunday. We're gonna do some modifications on it. On the sides of that canopy, it's a V. My wife's ordering some material to go on the sides to block the sun. And I'm gonna put like a flap on the front and the back to hang down a couple inches. Raining night and a wet spring. Working on getting hay made. Yeah, that hay that we baled Monday in the video, it got too dry. It was perfect when we started, and then it turned too dry easy, real fast on us. Haven't had a day in the hundreds yet. About 2.5 weeks ago, we had 5 days, and I think in 1 week that was over 100 here. That's add normal to be that early though. But it's looking like the rains helped a lot of the corn. Looks like it's helped it a lot. Only had 1 day in the 80s. Normally in the hundreds in May. Yeah, Ted and Hay does seem to speed it up a lot. So the live stream next Sunday, we won't be at home. We'll be in Tennessee, but we still plan on doing the live like normal. Wow. Have to TED it 3 times. It depends on, my son always liked the TED right behind the cutting, and I would always TED the next day. I don't see a big difference in it either way, to tell you the truth. TED right after ground's dry. I know the ground being real dry makes a big difference in how fast our hay dries. Three days, less than 10% in the bill. Yeah, the ground moisture seems to make a real big difference here. Yeah, we normally go up around the 4th of July. Smoky Mountains, the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. So that's the plans as of now. So I'll probably make some videos while I'm up there for you, and might even go live a couple times during the week. I wish the internet service was existent in Cades Cove, Tennessee, y'all. I really like that place, but there's no service in there. For the last month or two. Oh yeah. We've been going about 20 years now. I like the small back road stuff, but with teenage kids, they like the happening and hustle and bustle, so I have to meet them in the middle and do both. Went to the lookout, you can see all 3 states. And it seems like almost every time we go that there's just about a thunderstorm or an evening shower there about every day. I don't know how them people there make hay. But I see hay fields and I see them baled. Before North Carolina. And ride it all the way to Pigeon Forge. Yeah, I don't know how they make hay up there with it. Like I said, it just about every afternoon you can just about count on a little thunderstorm shower. Tried the Appalachian Trail for 2 nights. No, I don't go up there to hike like that, to camp. I go to relax and take it easy for a week. Down in the holler. Like the live streams, even if you're something, I'm assuming not at home. Yeah, we're gonna still try to do them up there. I'm glad y'all like them and come in and chat with us and hang out. I'm thinking about going right behind this wall behind me and building me a little, like an office on the side of this shop. And then I can do the live streams in that little office. Might ride out east. Y'all come on, let me know if you ever coming this way. Appreciate you coming in, Gerraldfarms. I ain't gonna be on but just a few more minutes myself, buddy. Have a good week. Couldn't find any moonshine stills in the backwoods. I'm sure they up there. And Lumberton, Scots. We go up to Lumberton and eat at it. I'm pretty sure that's what that is in Lumberton. Takes me about 40 minutes to get to Lumberton. You love their Brunswicks too. How far are y'all from Lumberton, Scott? Two hours. How about a Buford bowl? I don't know that I've ever had that, Mr. David, unless it's got a different name. Chance to get you, let it rip. low country boil. Sounds like it would have shrimp in it to me. And if it has shrimp in it, I can't eat it. Well, guys, I think I'm fixing to shut her down. It's been just over an hour. And I appreciate y'all guys supporting us and watching us and coming in here on Sundays and hanging out with us. I hope each of y'all have a good week ahead. Shrimp. Y'all guys